So we have our list of random words. And then let's see how many we have done so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 25 minus 8 is going to be 25. Oh, sorry, I can do that in my head. That's 17. So we're going to have 0 through 17 as our, or sorry, 1 through 17 as our random numbers. And our number is 12. So you know what? I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. I'm gonna go 1 through 25 because trying to decipher through this is a lot more work than just hitting it a couple times until we get a new number. So 22 is our random number, and that is brain as our noun. So for our verb, we have 24, which is overflowing, and for our adjective or adverb, we have 14, which has been used before. We have 4, which is wide-eyed. Okay, so we're gonna have. I mean, this seems pretty straightforward in terms of what it actually is. I just don't know if that's an interesting combination. You should be hearing some boodle doops as I switch. Oh, that was loud. As I switch out the mouse with my drawing tablet. So you have the paint screen up here so we can see it, and I will get into this. Sorry about the loud noises. I think my computer is trying to recognize my USB port. So we have 3 words. We have brain, overflowing, and wide-eyed. So I think what we're going to go with is just a wide-eyed brain that's overflowing with something. So now we could think of this in a couple ways. We could have like a jar that that the brain is sitting in. Maybe we can have it overflowing in several ways. So we're going to have a beaker, and we will get some detail into that. And so this is our beaker. So maybe there's, I can add detail on the front later. But we're going to have a brain in here. So if you know, brains have 2 major lobes. And so I'm going to try and represent that adequately. And then they have these like smaller lobes in the back, and then the stem. So now we need to just get some detail in here to get the cerebrum, or is it cerebral cortex? I don't know, something. I know the motor cortex is over here, but that's not too important for our drawing. So I'm just trying to get some detail into the actual texture, and then we're going to go for a grayish pink. Oh, that's a good color. So we're going, oh, and I have continued the curse of not completing circles. So we're going to go on an investigation. I can see right there that is not complete, so that's important. This not complete, that's not complete. And hopefully that's everything. So while we're still zoomed in, I'll grab our cool color. We're going to color that in. And then we're going to get a slightly redder version of this, but dark. That's kind of a purpley. There we go. That's the color I'm looking for. And we will color in the back when we have actually completed the little section down there. And I hate that it switches back to black. Well, I guess I'm switching it back to black. And then we'll go back to this color for the actual stem. So we have our brain here, and the liquid itself needs to be overflowing. So we're going to get a greenish hue, but a very gray, kind of weird liquid. And this is going to be darker on the inside because it's more visible. We're seeing a direct representation of the liquid. And then maybe we could use some of the brush techniques. We could get some of the marker and just kind of have it pouring out. You get some of that No, I think if we're clean enough with it, it looks better. So we can go out this way. And so what I like about the marker is that it gets that kind of uh, transparent look to it, but it does overlap. So I don't really like that aspect, but we'll have to live with it. And so I just want to have kind of like a puddle down here. And maybe we can color that in. There we go. And then, but the brain itself needs to be overflowing with knowledge. So what we're going to do is we're going to zoom in real close and we're going to drop some knowledge on this brain. So we're going to just say like, I don't know, E equals mc squared. My favorite, e to the I pi is equal to -1. Perhaps that inertia is a property, a matter, is a property of matter. So I think they'll be able to assume that the Bill-Nye is complete. And then maybe I don't know, some philosophy. I for an I. And then what else do we need in here? I don't know, the Fourth Amendment. Isn't that the one about quartering? Amendment. Um, yeah. So if that is true that that's the one about quartering, there's a joke that's like, uh, girl, are you the Fourth Amendment? Because I'd like to search and seize that booty or something. That's backwards. I'm getting a comment that lobsters are just sea bugs. I'm not sure. Well, I know that the comments tend to be about 30 seconds behind, but looking back 30 seconds, I don't necessarily remember anything about lobsters. We'll just to mix it up, we're gonna throw in a lobster over here. Um, so we're gonna this is a lobster, not anything phallic. Um, and so it's got the little claws. Um, and then it's got the shape like that. There's some texture to the tail, and so we need the other claw. This may look a little bit too much like a crayfish. Oh, lobsters have like a pointy snout with like a little nose almost. And then I believe they're decapods, if I am thinking correctly, which would mean that they have 4 sets of legs along with their claws. I might be wrong about that. I know they're in the same family as. So that was knowledge that he wanted to drop on the brain here. All right, so that what we can do to remedy the situation is we can have a thought bubble, and then we can say equals cockroach in a glass of water. So I think that might be what we're looking for. So I think this is a relatively finished picture, though. We can try and color in this lobster. I'm not sure it's going to work too well, but you got to try stuff sometimes. But as I'm finishing this up, I do want to mention a couple things. For next Saturday, I do believe we have a guest stream. So I think Mr. Positive is going to join us on the stream again, because we decided that the random drawing, oh, not the random drawing, the add-on drawing that we were doing was actually complete, and we wanted to meet up again to perhaps discuss the drawing, and then Andrew's gonna give us another topic of his specialty to talk about, and then I don't know, antics will ensue. So You can look forward to that. I also have a stream that I'm hopefully setting up for the 24th with my friend Carly. I believe she was the first guest I ever had on the stream, so that's kind of a, a good veteran return to the Jono Explains Things stream. But exciting things in the future. Thank you guys for coming on the stream and commenting in the chat. That's always nice to keep the conversation going from both sides. And so this was a pretty short stream, just 20 minutes in total, but I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will be working on my game, so keep an eye on my Facebook page, and if you're following the Reddit pages or anything, keep an eye on that, and I will be posting when I have more updates on the game. So thank you guys for watching, and as I'm stalling more, I need to switch my mouse so I can end the stream. So good.